In the upper left-hand corner of the Excel screen, you'll see a series of buttons. These are referred to as the Quick Access Toolbar. Initially, you'll see 4 or 5 buttons here. The idea behind the Quick Access Toolbar is that among the many, many icons that exist within the menu system, maybe for certain icons, those that you use frequently, you want to have them available all the time on your screen. Suppose on the Home tab, you use the Underline button a lot. What happens if you happen to be using the Formulas tab because you're working with some Excel functions? Or maybe you're using the Data tab and you're doing sorting and filtering. Suppose while using these tabs, you say, I need to do some underlining. If you're not aware of a shortcut or any other method, you have to go back to the Home tab to get to this particular button. For the features that you use most often, maybe you'll say, I want this particular button to be available all the time on my screen by putting it in the Quick Access Toolbar. So if you simply right-click any icon that you see in the ribbon, one of the choices is Add to Quick Access Toolbar. And there it is. So if we are working on the Data tab or on the Formulas tab and we want to get to underlining, then the feature's right there. It's available. And you can imagine, the more you work with Excel, certain other icons here that would also, in a similar way, you'd want to put on the Quick Access Toolbar. Recognize also that the placement here could be different on your screen. Now, it probably isn't if you're a relatively new user of Excel, but this Quick Access Toolbar could be placed below the ribbon. The advantage there will be that it is closer to your data and perhaps easier to get to. A disadvantage will be that it will show you less data within a given worksheet. I'm going to right-click anywhere within the Quick Access Toolbar using the right mouse button and show the Quick Access Toolbar below the ribbon. And now we see the Quick Access Toolbar here. And that's something that you might want to experiment with. You'll recognize also that within the Quick Access Toolbar, the rightmost button right here is called Customize. And it gives us some choices as well, too. First of all, we do see some suggested icons that, based on Microsoft research, a lot of people would want to have in their Quick Access Toolbar. For example, New. Anytime you want to create a new workbook, you can just go here rather than going elsewhere within the ribbon menu system. How about another one? Maybe you frequently print. This is adding buttons that a lot of people might want to consider having available quickly and readily by way of this Quick Access Toolbar. You do a lot of sorting. There's a sort ascending button. There's a sort descending. So it's up to you to decide which buttons are going to work here within the Quick Access Toolbar. And you'll notice another choice here at the bottom called More Commands. And as we look here, we'll see a list over on the left-hand side of popular commands. Now notice on the right-hand side what we are seeing here is a depiction of what's in the Quick Access Toolbar. This top-down order that we see here corresponds with the left to right order of the buttons that are actually in the Quick Access Toolbar. A few things we might want to consider here. First of all, are there particular options within this set of popular commands that you might want to add to the Quick Access Toolbar? Maybe Refresh All is something you use. Add that. And we see how it takes its place over here. If this were not enough, instead of popular commands, you might choose commands not in the ribbon. And this is a huge list, probably over 300 or so. And for those of you who have been using Excel for many years, perhaps you've seen some features in here that you'd want to have available quickly by way of the Quick Access Toolbar. Maybe that's a particular choice you like. Add that, and so on. And believe it or not, there's a third choice here called All Commands. Well over 1,000 options here. Any one of these two you could add to the Quick Access Toolbar. And notice also that the top-down order here that I suggested does match our left to right order. If for whatever reason, if you want a particular feature to be in a different place here, maybe you frequently use printing and you want it to be at the very end of the list here, click the down arrow here and you see how it moves down the list, and that will correspond into moving to the rightmost position in the actual Quick Access Toolbar as we click OK here. So there it is there. At times you might want to reset the entire Quick Access Toolbar. Also, you could put it back above the ribbon if you wish at any time. We could go here again. we could show the quick access toolbar above the ribbon. And if we wanted to completely reset this, we could simply click the drop arrow, choose More Commands in the lower right-hand corner, Reset, choose Reset Only the Quick Access Toolbar. Choose Yes, then OK. And it's back in its initial location and with the initial set of buttons. So it is a way to customize Excel, and it makes the use of the software faster and more efficient from your perspective.